right, good morning and welcome back. Today, in about 30 minutes, we're at Willax's house right now. We're about to start pulling the transmission apart on my truck and doing this clutch job on a Sunday. We got Kendrick here with the transmission jack. We got me here, who knows nothing about cars, but can keep the boys' energy levels through the roof. And let's see how long it's gonna take Tom Malik, Kevin Kendrick, it's 10-10 by the way, to rip out my clutch and my transmission and get a new one in and running. But let's jump into this. Could not be more stoked to get my vehicle back on the road and get my body into some type of board sport.
I don't even know if this truck's worth fixing, bro.
Why?
Look at that drive shaft. That's supposed to be rock solid. No wonder you're vibrating. Kevin, did you see this?
Oh yeah.
Well, what does that mean? It means this day just got so much longer.
So for everybody that thought the truck was vibrating because of the one bolt tie, this is your claim on the real reason?
First of all, this is smoked. That's the old one. That's what it's supposed to look like.
How's your vibration, bud?
About to be non-existent.
Update. We got the transmission apart. Clutch is stuck in there still. Ended up having this whole chaotic mess happen with the bushings for the transmission cross member bar. Malik grinded him right off. Now it's lunchtime for the boys. Put that in your neck, dude. Put it in your neck.
All right. Well, that was a pretty productive day. I got to drive my car.
Yeah, one last mission. Find new V's. All right, this has gotten to the next level. It is the next day after work. Malik's back home. Finds out that the slave cylinder they gave us, which we put inside of the transmission, which is just so deep into the job, after we put it all together, is the incorrect one. Went to Napa to confirm it, confirmed incorrect part. So we literally just, without filming anything, because this job just needs to get done, which is the reason I haven't been doing any vlogging over this past week, is because this is the only thing that needs to be getting 100% of my time right now. We have the whole entire truck pulled apart again. The transmission's back out. We got the slave cylinder that they gave us in the back here. We're going back to the only Napa that's open right now in Middletown. We're about to get the correct part, hopefully put that back together, and then we still have to find one more part for tomorrow. But shout out to Kevin and Malik for just helping me with this most insane truck situation I've ever been in my entire life. We have done everything that we can do up to this moment on the Ranger. I have learned more about vehicles and transmissions and clutches, to be more specific, and drive shafts than I ever thought I would. But because of Kevin and because of Tom Malik, your boy Schmalix, we literally had this whole thing pulled apart 2 different times, and it's finally put back together. The last piece we need, which they don't sell or make anymore, is this cross member right here that holds up the transmission so that it doesn't fly away while you're driving. So we still got her on jacks. Tomorrow I have an overnighted part coming, and we have another shop that's getting in some bushings and some washers that we might be able to rig up if the part doesn't fit. But hopefully tomorrow we're starting this thing up, making sure everything we put in it worked, and heading to the ocean, because for the next week, I believe, in either Rhode Island or Jersey, I haven't decided yet, it's supposed to be like 6 to 8 foot. I know about as much as reading surf forecast as I do working on vehicles. My forte is actually packing vehicles. So she's ready. Your boy is ready. Actually, I'm gonna show you just how ready I am with the big dog Suja challenge. Oh, that would be so gnarly. That's the real challenge. The other ones aren't even really a challenge. 46 fluid ounces of green down the neck. That's a challenge. But all right, we will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for bearing with me during this hiatus, as we've just been trying to get this thing back on the road so we can get everything dialed in, so we can get back on snow, we can get back into the water, so we can get back to doing what we love the most. See you guys tomorrow.
It's a beautiful thing, man. Music is a beautiful thing. Alright. Music is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, baby. It's a beautiful thing.
Woo! Oh, we got prickers. Good morning, boys and girls. It is 8 o'clock. You caught me on my morning metabolic boost, aka my morning walk, my morning jog, run, whatever I can find the energy to do. And I came down here to one of my old dirt biking fields, aka Malik's field, since it was right down the road from his house. And we used to rip this thing to pieces. We got a heart-shaped mushroom. Yeah, bud. And now it's just completely overgrown, loaded with prickers, and it's crazy coming back to your hometown, driving by your old high schools, your old spots you used to dirt bike or skateboard or all that, and then seeing how much it changed or seeing how much things developed. Pretty crazy. But we got like 20 minutes, finish up my little morning routine, get myself locked in for the day, because the rest of the day is gonna be so gnarly. Let's do this, boys and girls. Hope you guys are working hard at making your dreams come to a reality. I just hope your dream doesn't always involve a 91 Ford Ranger. Let's go.
It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Let me tell you something about me.
Day, I gotta hit you guys with 3 things real quick. First, it's gonna be a serious. Second, a funny. Third, some knowledge. First thing, since we got the new Bulletproof sponsor upgraded, they've been stoked on all the support that you guys have been doing. So if anybody doesn't know, That bulletproof code is still in the link in the description below. I'll leave that below if you guys are trying to get some discounts off of the best morning beverage in the game. And support your boys and your boys. Bulletproof coffee. The second thing, remember before we left Tahoe, when I got that package from Love Bad Organics, put those socks on, and I was so overstoked on them that I threw out all my other old socks. Worst idea I've ever had in my life. The socks from I Love Bad Organics are so epic and so high quality. You don't want to be running around the garage in them, or the dirt, or outside, or in the rain, and that's all I ever do. I run around with my bare feet or with my socks everywhere. So I've been wearing those 2 socks for the past week. Finally just ran out of them after destroying them. Went to go throw some regular socks on, some beater socks to run around outside. Have none. Threw them all out. Worst decision I've ever made. Complete overstoke. Shout out to Brian Daly. He knows about the overstoke, so shout out to I Love Bad Organics, but never, ever, 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 ever throw out any socks you have in your entire life. They're amazing. Rock them until you can't rock them anymore, and then throw them out, which leads me into the third thing. Some people said it was like hard to watch that I got on the ground under my truck in Vermont in that candy grind shirt that was white, but I didn't tell anybody the backstory to that. That candy grind shirt I washed the week prior before leaving. It got completely a pink hint on it that you couldn't really tell unless you were in person, but the shirt was pink and it was ruined. And before I left on the plane, I always pick a shirt that I know I can throw on and sweat in and destroy, and then once I get to my location after traveling all day in that dirty shirt, wear it again the next day until I find a shower, and then when I'm done showering, throw that out. So that shirt got thrown out because it was pink and I was laying in the dirt under the car, but it wasn't wet dirt and that shirt was ruined. So just to clear up a couple things for your morning breakdown. You love to hear it, you love to taste it, you love to fix this truck. Let's go.
It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Let me tell you something.
Whoa. All right, let's get to work. Got him. She's on. It's crazy. Anytime you work on a vehicle, no matter what you do, a bolt will break. I was screwing these on and the washer was falling apart as I was screwing it in, but thankfully you have a homie like Malik and they have a cribby and they're mechanics. They always got extra nuts, bolts, and washers. So right now, I've done everything I could do. We got the transmission cross member back in. All we can really do now is wait for Malik to get back from work on his lunch break, and potentially he can bleed the lines for me. And I think we take her off the jacks and we're heading to Hartford to try to get the leaf spring done. Oh, what a trip. Came up on 8 unfair advantages. I don't even know if you guys know what that is, but woo! I got these last December, I think. What was the worst that could happen? It's never good finding loose bolts around your truck. And then I'm looking and I notice this is being held on right there. This one is MIA. Loose in the truck bed, we find the other C-clamp, meaning that half of my truck has just been balancing on the cap here. So while we're waiting for Malik to come home on lunch break, we're gonna keep tuning her up. Young GM out here, general maintenance, Bob. Oh yeah. That means this thing was vibrating so hard it shook off the C-clamps holding the truck together. There's T. Just like that, we're back in the game. Sketch. Maybe we should tighten this one. Oh yeah, she's loose. All right, are you guys ready for this mid-truck breakdown? I just pulled everything out of my truck right now so I can toss what I don't need and organize what I'm gonna keep here. And basically, my whole truck over here on the East Coast is just built for urban. This is a shovel, as well as this for building kickers right here. We got halogen, halogen, halogen with a stand. Inside the truck is the generator that the lights run on. We got all the extension cords that power the lights. No way. And now we got the brand new part that I didn't even need arriving right now. Wow. Brand new. $200. We just got that one at the junkyard for $60. But back to the mess here. There we go with the gas can that runs the generator, that run the lights. The shovels, I already said, that we build the kicker with. The rake that we actually shape the kicker with. And that's basically it for the urban setup, besides this Banshee bungee right here, which actually has a rip in one of the threads, so not even sure what to do with that. Other than that, I got this box from Burn at the house that I received mail at the other day, and I think they sent it to the wrong person or the wrong address, because I needed some stuff at Mount Hood. They were gonna offer a bunch of helmets and everything, that giant box of helmets that we have in Tahoe right now, and they obviously sent the wrong box to the wrong address. We got longboard gloves. We got all types of helmets and goggles. I don't even think these are snowboarding helmets. Maybe they are. Hard hat, other shells, some body armor stuff, knee pads, and just goggles on goggles on goggles on stickers. There's more and more helmets, and I'm probably gonna find some local homies that need some gear, hook them up, and then I'll be back here at Christmas and we'll just give away this whole box. Underneath it, a pair of boots that a homie sent me last year. I believe they're Nikes, size 12. Anybody needs and is in dire need of a pair of boots and wants to pay shipping, those are yours. What else we got left here? We got the sickest freaking pot in the world, which is pretty gross right now, but let me tell you, this thing has steamed some veggies. And then we got a random heater. We got a Shred Souls boot carry bag loaded with Mount Southington merch that they hooked it up with. We've got my bag full of wetsuits, my skateboard, the backpack I'm traveling with, this backpack that is filled with more gear. Ooh, extra lenses? Oh my gosh, who remembers these old goggles? Woodward hoodie? Get yo shiz together. And we got shades down low. Woodward shades. We got these old snowboards, which I don't know why they're even in my car, because they're all broken. This I've had since last winter at some point. Once again, Arbor sent me a box by accident to the wrong address, and I'm yet to even show these. But we got a brand new 2020 Clovis 157 POW board by Arbor. We've got a 2020 Brian Iguchi split board by Arbor, and we got the 2020 Relapse by Arbor as well. So I don't really know. We're probably gonna bring these to Colorado, test these things out. We're not giving them away for free. These are hard earned, and I haven't been in contact with Arbor in a while, so the stoke is all the time. The dream is complete. Quiver is complete. All we're waiting for now is Malik to get back here for his lunch break so we can finish this thing up. I'm about to organize the rest of this, put this all in here, and hopefully we're heading to Hartford. So if you can't give me that information, can you just wipe that thing clean and let me start over? I don't understand how you guys are even in
I'm really sorry.
business.
I'll be straightforward with you, Casey, but the suspension will remain and the account will no longer be reinstated in any way.
And what am I supposed to do?
You can look for another platform to buy and sell items.
You guys are just giving me the boot from eBay and not telling me why. Right?
I will not be able to tell you.
You can't tell me why.
Sorry for that.
That was literally insane, dude. Apparently eBay, they have these latches that I need for the back of my truck. It's the only place I can find them, and for some reason eBay shut my account down because I tried to put a pair of boots on in March or May or something, and they won't tell me what guidelines I violated when posting the boots. And they banned my account, and their claim is find a different platform to sell your merch on, you goon. Literally what they told me. So not only that, but Malik isn't gonna have enough time. So your boy is about to attempt to bleed this clutch line for the first time ever in my life by myself.
And you use your 7mm, and this is when you tell your second person to pump the pedal and keep it pressed.
Your
Or if
second
you already have
person.
your bleeder, then you don't have to worry about that.
Well, I believe I did it. Thanks to this guy right here. The pumper. Note to everybody. Apparently, your clutch fluid, if you're ever bleeding your clutch, don't just go pouring the fluid in. It's got a literal gasket that has no hole, that no one knows what it's protecting. It just doesn't let any fluid in. So I pumped my clutch for about an hour and nothing was happening. And now we know why. Thanks to Nick Romano. Now we just need confirmation from Tom Malik that I can start this car up. Elrod's claim is that we are in the wrong line of work. We got Mechanic Malik and Ranger Romano. What do you think? Is it smooth? Is it smooth or what?
It goes in like butter, dude.
Red light's on. We got the okay from Malik to start it. We put everything together, put the fucking transmission back on. I mounted the cross member. We bled the clutch. We got the freaking, all the shafts and cranks and wheels and everything, dude. All right, we're going for it.
Start her up. Let her rip.
Did I let it off the jack first?
Uh,
Start her on.
if you plan on going anywhere.
Yo, we're going somewhere, dude. This is permanent.
Here,
Full confo.
here goes nothing.
Shit. No problem, bro. Watch in.
You're dreaming, dude. What?
He's off to the races.
Way, dude.
She's mint.
She's mint. We're going for a rip. Yeah. See your clutch grab's nice and low. Low. That's what you want. And she's engaged. Woo! Never did. Haggard? So haggard.
Dude, you're good to go surfing, bro.
We're gone, boys. Yoo-hoo!
We got all the gears, no whining, no rattling.
Dude, no rattling.
This is like, I don't know how we're still driving straight.
All right, boys and girls, ladies and gents, cats and dogs, snakes and ducks, Dub Nation, it has been the heaviest week of mechanicism that I've ever experienced in my entire life. We did so much work. I'm not even gonna list anything because a lot of you guys probably are like me and don't know what any of it is, but just know that everything that could have gone wrong went wrong with friends, and just so many things. Everybody was getting frustrated. So much money got spent. It's still not even done, and through it all, your boy maintained a steady amount of stoke and positivity, knowing that we were going to finish this, and knowing, even more importantly, that if we couldn't finish it, that it would buff out and I would junk it and I'd figure out another car, and that everything always happens for the best reason. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to shut this vlog down so that we can get back to your regular scheduled programming of your boy sending it, throwing down, doing what I love most, which is not working on cars. I just gotta say thank you so much to everybody who helped me make this happen. Basically, Tom Malik and his whole family in his garage and this whole operation that they have at their house is the only reason that it happened. So thank you, Tom. Thank you to the Maliks. Thank you, Kevin Kendrick, so much. Thank you, Elrod, even at the last minute there. Thank you, anybody who threw some advice out or anything. So stoked to get back on the road, to get down to New Jersey or over to Rhode Island or whatever I'm doing next. But we got some editing to do. Sometimes you gotta take some downtime, just put what you want to do aside, get done the hard stuff that you don't want to do but you got to get done, and then you can get back to crushing it. So much love. We'll see you guys tomorrow. You already know what it's for.